before us. Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, on behalf of your brothers and sisters in South Sudan, and on my own behalf, I greet you all and humbly wish to thank Your Excellency President Magufuli and the people of Tanzania for a warm welcome accorded to us this morning and generous hospitality accorded to us also. I would like also to extend a word of thanks and appreciation to each and every head of state of the East African Community partner states for their collective decision to admit South Sudan as the sixth member state in the community. As I stand here today, my heart is filled with joy and a sense of fulfillment and belonging to this greater community. Now I can say with confidence that South Sudan has finally found its rightful place in the community. A community that is not only defined by virtue of being free and independent states, but also a community that thrives through cooperation and mutual interdependence for the benefit of our people in the region. Your Excellencies, as you all know, South Sudan shares historical and cultural ties with the people of East Africa. Despite the arbitrary borders set by colonialism to separate South Sudan from its brothers and sisters, our forefathers never lost sight of our shared identity. We all grew up knowing this special relationship among our people in Africa. And it was said here before that, John Garang, who was the founder of our struggle, the SPLM, studied here. And he has his colleagues among you here. And so without that relationship, John would have not come here to get his education when our country was in trouble. It is for this reason that when we were struggling for independence, it is in East Africa that most of our people took refuge. The refugees were all in East Africa, the majority of them. Of course, there are other countries that our people fled to. So when we achieved our long-awaited independence in July 2011, and for the first time to have the chance to choose who to identify with, I had no doubt in my mind that it was time to renew our relationship with the East African community as brothers and sisters. Your Excellencies, the decision of South Sudan to join the East African community is not just about the good neighborliness only, but South Sudan is determined to do everything it can to maintain and strengthen the community for the prosperity of our people. As we sign this historic treaty of accession of South Sudan to the East African community, we do not only remember the long historical ties that bind our people, but also embrace our African traditions of ensuring the collective welfare of family. Your Excellencies, South Sudan is aware that the family members of East African community are working together to maximize output through competitive sharing and efficient use of the available resources. As such, we are equally aware of the major progress that the East Africa community has made in recent times. Besides registering rapid economic growth in all member states, the East African community is also respected for being the most integrated region in Africa and globally. We in South Sudan accept this challenge of a competitive open market. Through hard work and commitment to necessary reforms, South Sudan can and will rise to the occasion. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to succeed, South Sudan will adopt a comprehensive set of reforms, ranging from setting up new institutions, such as a Ministry of East African Community Affairs and establishment of a National Revenue Authority, to undertake a review and passing of numerous laws and policies. In addition, South Sudan will need capacity building and institutional support, which we hope the community will be able to extend a helping hand. Excellencies, one key commitment my government has already embarked on is the implementation of the agreement on the resolution of the conflict in the Republic of South Sudan to ensure that peace returns to our country. We believe with the peace and stability in our country, progress will be made and objectives can be achieved. With these few remarks, Your Excellency, I would like to again thank you and the entire people of the region for accepting and warmly welcoming your brothers and sisters from South Sudan to the East African family. We look forward to working with you to ensure that the East African community becomes more stronger and prosperous and more stable. May Almighty God bless the East African community and South Sudan. Thank you. And Your Excellency, before I leave this podium, I want to inform the members present here that we have opened our embassy in Dar es Salaam, and my ambassador Mariano Deng should be around here. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
First of all, Your Excellency, I really feel greatly honored to be with you at this particular moment. And Your Excellency, just allow me, on behalf of the government and the people of the United Republic of Tanzania, to welcome Your Excellency and your delegations to Tanzania, and Dar es Salaam in particular. Dar es Salaam is known as the heaven of peace. Since time immemorial, when traders from Europe and Arabia used to come to trade with us. I am therefore confident that you you will find your short stay in Dar es Salaam not only peaceful, but very comfortable, Your Excellency. I would also like to thank our invited guests who have joined us for this auspicious occasion. Your presence with us today is a clear demonstration of the importance you attach to this memorable event. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, for yet another time we have gathered here to turn another page and write a new chapter in the history of East Africa. A moment ago, we have witnessed the signing of the Accession Treaty to join the East African Community by the Republic of South Sudan. As we may all very well recall, during the 17th Summit of the East Africa Community, Heads of States held in Arusha on 2nd March 2016, we made a bold and historical decision to admit the Republic of South Sudan as a new member of our community. The summit also designated the chairperson of the summit to sign the Treaty of Accession with the Republic of South Sudan. It is for this reason that today, President Salva Kiir and I have signed this Treaty of Accession. By signing this treaty, the Republic of South Sudan has now become a new family member of the East Africa Community with full and equal rights, obligations, and privileges. I wish, therefore, to take this opportunity on behalf of the East Africa Community to once again congratulate and welcome the Republic of South Sudan as a full-fledged member of our community. Invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, South Sudan is the world's newest state. The country became independent only 5 years ago. For this newborn to become a new member of our community within a short span of time is indeed a remarkable and achievement. I would therefore like to seize this opportunity to commend President Salva Kiir, the government, and the entire people of the Republic of South Sudan for their tireless efforts and the commitment that enabled them to achieve this important milestone. That said, I am sure some people may wonder how it became possible for South Sudan to acquire the East Africa Community membership within such a short period of time. The reason is very simple and clear. South Sudan has always been a part of East Africa. Its economy is in many ways linked to those of our East African neighbors. The country has close linguistic, cultural, economic, and historical ties to East Africa. We have always been cooperating with South Sudan in many spheres, including in the area of trade, investment, and infrastructure development. South Sudan is also linked to the Lake Victoria, the nexus which hold the community together through the River Nile. As you have said, the historical backgrounds, you can't define it because, as Dr. Mahiga have mentioned here, he studied with Dr. John Garang, and I do recall that the late Dr.John Garang did his research on Dodoma, the center part of Tanzania. So these critical links, in addition to the geographical proximity to the regions, always made it a partner states in waiting. Therefore, for us in the East Africa community, the admissions of South Sudan into our community is more like a homecoming ceremony. The East African region is certainly where South Sudan belongs. Your Excellency, the whole idea of regional integrations is about promotion of trade and investment. It is about economies of scale, which means expanded productions, creation of wider market base, promotion of free movement of people and services, and increased efficiency and infrastructure development. Regional integrations has also been very instrumental in promoting growth and in enhancing stability and peaceful relations between and among countries. It is therefore gratifying to note that since its inception in 2000, our community has recorded significant achievements towards the integration process. We have signed and operationalized the Custom Union and the East Africa Community Common Market. While efforts are underway to establish and operationalize the full-fledged monetary union, the community also remains steadfast in its pursuit to achieve full unifications of the partner states as a single political entity. Not many regions integrations organizations have achieved so much in such time like ours. Going forward, I have no doubt in my mind that our community will continue to reap more benefits of integration. The expanded memberships of the community gives us reason to hope, and this is because the admissions of South Sudan into our community means our region's population is now estimated to be approximately more than 160 million people with an area of 2.4 million square kilometers. This factor, together with the vast availability of other natural resources in our region, including oil, gas, and minerals, will surely propel the process of integration and also promote the economic growth and the transformation of our region to a higher level. Specifically, an expanded community accords us the possibility for spade implementations of regional projects and the programs, particularly those which have a direct bearing on poverty eradications and improving the living condition of our people. Your Excellencies, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, while remaining optimistic about the potentials that exist in our region, we must be aware of the fact that our region is far from perfect. There is many challenges that still face our community, including the challenge of maintaining peace, security, and stability. As we all very well know, peace and security are necessary prerequisites for socio-economic development and transformations. We therefore need to redouble our effort to ensure that peace and stability prevail in our region. In this respect, I am glad to note that the leaders of South Sudan are now implementing the peace agreement by forming a government of national unity. There is no doubt that a peaceful, stable, and a prosperous South Sudan will be a valuable gift not only to the people of South Sudan, but the East Africa community in general. So, Mr. President, I really concur with you with the effort you have been made in order to bring the good relationship between you and Dr. Machar. And I am sure God will bless you for that effort. We need that within the East Africa community. Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusions, allow me to once again congratulate Your Excellency, your government, and the people of the Republic of South Sudan for making the wise decision to join the East Africa community. As the chairperson of the summit, I wish to reaffirm my personal commitment, as well as that of my government and the entire people of the East Africa community, towards working with the South Sudan in promoting greater and deeper integration in our region for social, political, and economic developments of our community and also our respective countries. God bless South Sudan. God bless East Africa community. God bless Africa. Thank you very much. Asante.